Hi everyone, my name is Ken. Welcome to this house. Today we are in the Cabanne neighborhood of St. Louis, Missouri, exploring an eclectic home built in the year 1900. Let's take a quick peek around outside and then let's go check it out. We've just walked in the front door and we are now in the stair hall. So let's take a moment to look at some of these features. Come over here and let's just look at how this front door is laid out with two rounded windows off to the side of the rounded front door. Now this does have some of its original hardware. We can look down here. Now bringing our focus back down, let's turn around and look at the staircase. So we can see how it views up to the second floor. And before we go check all of that out, let's just see some of the attention to detail here, such as the laurel motif on the newel post. And this is all original to the house. And as we travel around this house, we'll notice that it has had some modern upgrades while still paying homage to and preserving the historical details that remained in the house, such as the picture rail that surrounds the space, the oversized baseboards, and the more modern elements include the newer floors and the chandelier. Now that we've seen the stair hall, let's check out the living room. So come on through here and immediately the space starts to really open up. There are oversized beams on the ceiling that soar overhead, as well as a modern light fixture. And as we bring our focus back down, we can see an encasement where a fireplace would have been originally. And turning around, we can also see the original encasements for the windows. However, there are newer windows in here. Now, something really interesting, we can check out the leaded glass that sits over here in this oversized shelf. And just so you can all see, I cannot actually reach the windows here. So this is probably about 3 feet deep. Passing out of the living room, we're going to cut back through the stair hall, and this is going to take us into the dining room. So first we are greeted by these two oversized columns, which kind of help to delineate the space between the foyer and the dining room. So come on in here and let's start taking a look around. This room gets a ton of natural light. We can see that there's even a small window here that looks out onto the stoop by the front door. And then there are two larger windows which look out onto the street and onto the side of the house. Now, of course, this space has been mostly remodeled. We can see that there are can lights up above here, and this allows a lot more light to penetrate this space. Now, something really interesting, and of course, there's a beautiful kitchen right behind me. We'll get to that in just a moment. But something that's just so profound in this house, there is a rounded leaded glass door here with leaded glass transoms above it. And the ingenuity of this piece is something that we just don't see in newer construction. So let's take a closer look at this and then we'll explore the hearth room. Opening these rounded doors will now take us into the hearth room. Now, if we look down to where I'm stepping, there is an octagonal threshold piece here that's made out of 3 pieces of wood at different angles. And there's also a step down, which brings us down into the actual hearth room. So let's just look around here. There is a side entrance that takes us out to the side terrace. And directly in front of me is a modern fireplace. And of course, these are all newer floors in here. There's even a small faucet. And over here is a pass-through to the kitchen. Coming back from the hearth room, we're now going to travel into the kitchen. So come on through here. We can see that there are brand new shaker cabinets, high-end countertops, high-end appliances, as well as a geometric backsplash that comes down over the range. So let's just take a moment to look around this and then we'll move on. Before we move on from the kitchen, there is a niche at the very end that has diamond pane leaded windows, which are original to the house. So we can just see this real fast, and then we can continue down this hallway. So now we will notice that there are sliding barn doors. So if we open up the first one, this takes us into the first floor bedroom. So let's go check this out. And this bedroom still maintains its original oversized baseboards, though it has been mostly updated with new floors, new closet doors, electrical fixtures. Now, if we pass through here, this brings us into the modernized bathroom. Directly across from this bedroom is a full bathroom, so we can go ahead and slide back the barn door and just take a peek inside of here. Continuing down this way through the hallway, we now come to a node at the back corner of the house. So this door will take us outside to the backyard. So let's just peek our heads out there real fast. There's an oversized two-car garage. There are mature trees, and there's a lot of space where you can imagine your children running around. Now coming back inside, we can continue looping around the exterior corner of this house. There is a door off to this side, and this is the main staircase. So we can go ahead and open this up and just take a peek up here. And of course, we're going to use the grand staircase. So let's come back down and continue making a loop around this house. And this will take us into the laundry room that I mentioned off of the living room earlier. So let's just take a quick peek around here. Now that we've seen the entire first floor, let's cut back to the living room, go through the double French doors, and head upstairs. So this is how we get there. Let's go on up. Arriving at the top of the stairs, this brings us to a landing, and this space is actually pretty open. So one of the most amazing features that's up here is this bay window. There are 3 different motifs in the stained glass. We have drama masks on either side, and then we have a pink flamingo directly in the center. The first room that we'll see is right at the top of the stairs. So come on through here, and we can see all of the original woodwork in this room, as well as the original brick fireplace, which has been painted. It has dentile molding along the top in terracotta. And in the corner of this room are built-in bookcases, and we can just take a moment to appreciate these as also being historic and original to the house. Now, cutting to the other corner of the room, we're going to pass by the dormer window that looks out over the front of the house, and then we're going to arrive at the turret that we saw on the corner of the home out front. So of course, this has crests in all of its leaded stained glass. There's a more modern chandelier that hangs from the center of the space, and then we can see all of the original wood trim surround it. Crossing out of this bedroom, we're going to cut across the stair hall again, and now we're going to reveal the second bedroom behind this sliding barn door. And this room has a ton of windows. We can see all of the natural light that floods into this space. And then there are 2 smaller closets with window bench storage. Coming out of this bedroom, we're now going to go deeper into the stair hall, so we can reveal another full bathroom behind this sliding barn door. Coming around the corner, we now open up the other sliding door, and this lets us into the owner's suite. Now, this is the largest bedroom up here on the second floor. There are 3 windows that are evenly spaced that look out over the beautiful backyard. Now, of course, this room has been somewhat modernized. It still has its original window encasement trim as well as its original door encasement trim. Now, behind me are a set of French doors, And this will take us into the modernized bathroom. So let's just take a peek in here and then we'll go explore the rest of this floor. Now, coming out of the owner's suite, we are going to head down the hall this way, and we're going to see the rest of this home. So come on through here and watch your step. This is the maid staircase where it goes down to the first floor, and over this way is the final bedroom that we'll see. Of course, this room is the smallest. You could imagine that perhaps this was originally a nursery. Now, it does have a transom window above this door to allow for better ventilation. And something just really amazing, check out the shape of this door that goes to the closet. And this closet is really large. We can see that it goes in here and then slopes with the pitch of the mansard roof. And before we leave, I want to take a moment to give a huge shout out to Kara Anderson of Hybrid Real Estate for opening the doors here and allowing us to film. Now, she is heavily involved in this community as it goes through a transformative process. Thank you all for joining me on this tour. I really hope that you enjoyed it. Please make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. I'll see you next time on This House.